Hey guys! So, Chapter 8 for King's Raid is coming out on the 14th of June, in Korea only. However, this means that we will be getting Chapter 8 for King's Raid fairly quickly, and there's a couple things you can do to prepare. So, with a new chapter, what almost inevitably follows is going to be an upgrade to the level cap. In order for them to create challenging content that will be more difficult than the current stuff we have, the level cap is almost certainly going to go up to 90, which means you want to prepare to have your best characters able to hit 90 as soon as possible following the release of the chapter. So there's a few ways you can accomplish this. The easiest way is doing what I'm doing now. Just farm for deluxe pots. If you don't have a nice storage of deluxe pots, either because you keep using them to level up new heroes to 80 instantly, or because you just haven't farmed long enough, consider taking 2 or 3 weeks and just farming enough deluxe pots, probably about 3,000 to 4,000 for each hero, so that you can instantly get any new heroes that you have all the way to 90 as soon as the chapter comes out. The other thing you can do is make sure your characters have proper gear. So what I mean by this is if you're newer to the game and you haven't finished getting your gear up to legendary T7 with 5 stars awakened and all plus 20, you should consider doing that now, especially with good substats, because in order to defeat Chapter 8, especially on Hell mode, or even harder if they introduce a new Beyond Hell mode, they probably won't, but it is possible, then you are going to want to have excellent gear. We're probably going to farm dragons again, we're probably going to have to get more scales to upgrade our gear, so having your gear already 5-star awakened means that you can instantly upgrade your gear as soon as you get enough scales, and you can prioritize the gear for your damage dealers, then your tanks, and finally your healers themselves. So the main things for a new chapter release are you want to be prepared to be as strong as possible for the chapter release, which means focus on heroes that you want to use for clearing story, so either your absolute main team, the one that you use to clear story, or a newer hero that perfectly suits your team, for example, Kara for my team here. Focus on getting these heroes ready, get them leveled up, and make sure that they are as highly transcendent as possible. You can choose to save Transcendence materials if you like, but it's doubtful that they'll raise the Transcendence cap from T5, considering that's such a major update. Then again, it could happen, so if you want, saving a couple Infinity Stones is not a bad idea, as it will save you a little bit of hassle in the long run. Of course, a new chapter means a new upper dungeon, which means we'll start getting fragments faster than we've ever gotten them before. Same with experience, as there will be a new conquest, but being prepared so that you can kind of come out on top in the early days of the update is a good idea. The biggest thing about the new update isn't actually doing the new chapter itself, it's how it affects PvP and other player ranking boards. World Boss, PvP, all of these are dictated by the strength of your heroes. Your heroes, a huge part of their strength is actually their levels. Every scaling in the game, really, is percentage based on your hero's base stats. Your hero's base stats are determined by their level, and there's pretty huge upgrades for each level. At the very minimum, you want to have all your characters at 81 on the first day if the level cap goes up, as that allows you to upgrade unique weapons to 81, which is a pretty big upgrade in strength, as well as get the next tier of stats going on your hero. But in player versus player ranking boards, if one person has a team of heroes at level 90 and the other has a team at level 85, everything else being equal, gear, all that, the 90 should win fairly easily just because of how level scaling works in King's Raid. So apart from that, there's not too much else to really prepare for. If you've been playing for a while, you probably have a lot of this stuff stocked up already. You probably have more deluxe potions than you know what to do with. You probably have a decent stockpile of essences and fragments, unless you keep upgrading your characters like I do. They're all just so cute. And you probably already know what your main team is and have them ready to go and rumble on day one. But if you're newer, try not to invest in new heroes for the time being. Try to save up your materials, save your resources, and on the 14th we'll know exactly what we need to do to prepare. But for now, we can kind of theorize, we can look at past releases, and we can hope that the Koreans share all their information with us immediately, and we can see exactly what we're going to need to do on starting on the 14th to get ready for when Chapter 8 releases in North America and Europe. Anyways, guys, hope this video was informative. I know I just kind of rambled for a bit, but new chapter releases are always pretty exciting in games. It means new content and new story, which to some people is more exciting than new game modes or mechanics. So, as always, thanks for watching, subscribe if you like it, and have a good one.